Toko here, hoping that you're living healthy, wealthy, and free, and loving your life. I'd like to share a little bit about what I believe is the importance of pacing in your life, in your life goals. And I've mentioned previously what I've learned in terms of breaking down your goals into your yearly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, 3 steps a day, and all that, in order to stay motivated. I'll link the video that I made somewhere around here so that you can see it. And I think it's also important to realize the limits that we have. So this is very personal, very recent for me. I had decided in the month of May that I would achieve a number of things. I mean, we had the quarantine and everybody was supposed to stay home, and then came this fad of what will you have achieved by the end of the quarantine? Don't come out of the quarantine the same way you came into it. You need to be changed by the time it's done. And I set up a number of goals. I was like, I'll have done splits. I'll have learned to do splits. I'll have learned how to design a website. I'll know how to edit videos and all of these steps. And generating passive income, And I ended up, I believe, putting too much on my plate. And this begins to take a toll because you have 4 or 5 things that you've set out to do in a day, as opposed to the 3. Remember the 3 things that you need to do in a day? As opposed to those 3, now you've got 5 things that must be done in this day that add up to this particular goal. And if that's not done, then it kind of destabilizes everything that you've planned. And that takes a real mental toll, because you skip one thing, or if I wasn't able to do one thing, then I felt like, damn it, everything is failing, And as I was getting towards the end of the month, what happened was that I decided that I was so close to getting to do my splits, and I was this close. And the splits, the idea of splits, it's a very mental thing. It's breathing into the position, letting the muscles go. And I was there. I really was there. Mentally, I was there. Physically, I wasn't. And I decided that before the end of the weekend, the May weekend came, I would have done my first split. Not the sideways split, not these splits, but the backward-forward splits, the one where you're like that. Yeah. And it was a Thursday night, because I was on this program where I was doing morning and evening. So yoga in the morning, the usual way, and then in the evening I would do specific splits exercises. And I decided this was the day that I would do my splits. And I was ready for it. I mean, it's a mental thing, really. It's a mental thing, but your body needs to be there too. And so I was in the position, I was in the splits, and I was breathing into it and, really easing myself into it. And I was getting there. The pain was minimal, there was just a little discomfort, which is normal. And I was breathing through it. And then I heard not a bone breaking, but a muscle tear. And I tore my hamstring. And it didn't feel too bad in the moment. I was like, okay, but I'm still easing into it, I was like, yeah, this is okay. It's never happened to me before, so I didn't really know the extent of the damage that I had done. And then I actually got into the split on one side. So I achieved it. I did my first split, but I tore my hamstring. And now I can't do my splits anymore. I can't even practice them because my hamstring needs to heal. And I don't know how long this is going to take. And it is so frustrating. And this really made me realize that even if you're mentally there, everything needs to be in sync. Everything needs to be there. So it's a pacing thing. even if you know that you could complete this goal by this time, but you had set out based on what you has been told by people who've done it before, that it's going to take this amount of time. In some cases, it's important to let it take that amount of time, because they've done it and they know, so pace it, let it take its own time, leave it be in this duration. So now I'm struggling because I can't do my yoga. I'm kind of sort of limping, and now instead of going on with my yoga, I'm looking at how to heal a hamstring fast, quick. And so that's what I wanted to share, so I'm still going through it. I'll keep you posted, maybe if I remember to really talk about it, exactly how I'm dealing with it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. Let everything take its own course. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Everybody is different. Learn your body. Listen to your body. I have to listen to mine next time. Don't make the same mistake that I have. All right, guys. That was my share for today. Ciao.